Hello, Year 6 students. How are you? I hope you are doing well. Our topic for today is drawing Peter Pan's face. I believe that you all know this character. Our learning objective is to draw Peter Pan's face. So, before we start, I want you to prepare the materials. The materials you need are a piece of paper, a pencil, an eraser, a ruler, connector pens or markers, or color pencils or crayons. To achieve our learning objective today, I want you to follow the steps patiently. So let's begin. Start by drawing an egg shape, which will be the basic shape for Peter Pan's head. Draw it closer to the bottom of the page to leave room for Peter Pan's head, which you will draw later. Draw two intersecting lines across Peter Pan's head shape, one vertical and one horizontal. Give these lines a slight bend to contour to the shape of the head. Draw another smaller horizontal line between the first and the bottom of the egg. Draw an even smaller line between those lines. These will be construction lines that will help you place Peter Pan's features later on. Draw the basic shapes for Peter Pan's eyes, which are two small circles that sit on top of the horizontal construction line on either side of the vertical construction line. Draw the eye on the right smaller because of the perspective. Draw the basic shape for Peter Pan's ear. The ear shape, which looks like the letter C, starts on the left side of the horizontal construction line and ends low on the side of his head. Now, draw the guide for Peter Pan's hat. It's a big triangle. Its base stretches from the top of his ear to the top of his head and points to the upper left corner of the paper. Draw the triangle so it kind of looks like a slice of pizza. Tighten the shape of Peter Pan's eyes by drawing the lines darker on top to simulate eyelashes. On the inside of each eye, draw in a big circle for Peter Pan's iris, a smaller circle inside of it for glare, and another small one that's shaded for his pupil. Peter Pan has rather bushy eyebrows. Draw curved lines on top of each eye that are thicker on the other edges. At the ends of the curves, draw jagged edges to make Peter Pan's eyebrows bougier. Begin to draw Peter Pan's nose where the vertical and horizontal construction lines meet, and make a distorted S shape down toward the top of the smaller construction line. To the left of the S shape, draw a small curve and a tiny line in between for the nostril. Using the lower horizontal line as a guide, draw Peter Pan's mouth as two wide U-shaped curves that sit on top of each other and come to a point on the left side. Draw a smile line on top of that point as a wavy line. Below his smile, draw a small horizontal line for Peter Pan's lower lip. Draw in the shape of Peter Pan's face by using the original H shape as a guide. Darken up a small portion of his forehead just above the right eyebrow. Continue drawing the line for his face below the eyebrow and make it dip in toward his eye. Then, bulge the line out slightly for his cheek, wrap it around for his chin, and finally, stop drawing the line at his ear. Tighten the shape of Peter Pan's ear by making it pointier and drawing a line within the shape to indicate the inside of his ear. Draw two vertical lines below Peter Pan's face to create his neck. Draw one line that starts at his ear and goes down as it raises his hair. The other line is smaller and starts at his chin. The hair is tricky, so this section is about drawing Peter Pan's hair. This is split in two steps. Draw the front part of his hair as a series of curved triangles that point down. Start at the base of his hat and fill in the spot between his eyebrows. Then, draw a curved line with smaller jagged triangles that extends from the lower right point of Peter Pan's head to the right eye. The second part of his hair starts at the base of his head and goes down in a curve to just below the horizontal construction line. Add a few tufts of hair for his sideburn that goes up to his ear. Draw a few tufts under his ear as well to indicate the back sides of Peter Pan's hair. Use the triangle as a guide to draw Peter Pan's hat. Round the top point. Make the sides bend in a little and make the bottom or base of the triangle curve across his head. On the top side of Peter Pan's hat, draw the feather as a series of lines that meet to a point. Make one of the lines split as a detail for the feather. That's it. You now have a nice sketch of Peter Pan. You now have a completed drawing of Walt Disney's Peter Pan.